What's up, family? Welcome back to Out of the Darkness. I am Q. Guys, the more and more I watch these elitists, and I say elitists because elitists come on both sides of the aisle. They wear red ties, they wear blue ties, they are on both sides, and I don't care for either one. But when it comes to these elitists, it makes me laugh that they do things, and based on what they yell about other people doing, they're typically admitting what they are doing. You guys remember last year, and they came after Donald Trump up in New York for real estate fraud. They said he overvalued his property in Mar-a-Lago, even though there were no victims, even though the banks were happy, the loans were paid off, the banks were willing and ready to do additional business with Donald Trump. The state of New York, Letitia James, still came after him, only to find out that Letitia James had committed real estate fraud by claiming that her residence was one place when it was not, while she was amongst a litany of other real estate fraudulent transactions. But now we find another one. Eric Swalwell, Congressman from the 15th Congressional District in California. You know, Mr. Fang Fang, the guy who was involved in a relationship with a Chinese spy. The guy who was taken off the Intelligence Committee because he was literally sleeping with the enemy. Yeah, that guy. So we now find out through records, and thank God for patriots out there just digging into this thing, one of the most minor responsibilities of a representative is to actually live in the state that he represents. We live in a republic, which means that we don't all get a vote. We pick politicians, we pick representatives to go to Washington and represent the interest of those of us who live in said district. So we have a representative form of government. You guys are aware of that. Well, we now find out that not only does Eric Swalwell not have a residence in the 15th Congressional District that he's supposed to be representing, there is no record of any residents in the state of California, but there is a record of residence, and he claims that his primary residence is in Washington, D.C. Guys, that completely disqualifies him from being a representative or a congressman of said 15th Congressional District. So it's interesting. How are they going to spin this? How are they going to claim that he's a victim now? We keep going back and forth if he is not. So one of two things is happening. Either he has a place hidden someplace in California, and he's evading paying taxes there. He's evading paying his wheelage tax, his vehicle tax. He's avoiding paying for his real estate tax and income tax and all those things. It's interesting to me that these politicians continue to support bills for higher and higher taxes, but yet they flee and live in a state or an area that's going to have lesser taxes. The rules for thee, not for me type deal. So either he is pretending that he doesn't live there, or he does live there and he falsified his loan documents, both of which are a crime, both of which should and will get him disqualified from being a congressman. I'm interested to see how far this goes because it seems pretty darn cut and dry to me. Donald Trump doesn't have to go after these people. He can just simply shine a light on what it is that these folks are doing and the hypocrisy, the blatant hypocrisy of these folks. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think Swalwell should be immediately escorted out of the Capitol building? I think so. We'll see you guys next time. Be blessed.